out of it. Don't fall for it, old codger. If one dies, the other will soon follow. Nothing he'll do will make a difference. Do you think it's that easy to die in my hands? Fret not, I won't kill you, but when the time comes, you will probably beg me to let you die. Demon form. Old hag, so this is how you really look. You can no longer keep up your youth. Why don't you let your old man get a nice long look at you now? Old codger, don't look. It's useless, your body is under my control. The old guy will now see how old and wrinkly you are. No, don't look, don't look. First of all, I have to break the old hag's mental walls. Qingjian, don't worry. To me, you are the most beautiful. He. Sister, look at you now, and then. You don't much look like a sister now, do you? Don't say it, please don't say it. Defeat the old guys. Beast, stop this instant or you'll be sorry. I'll be sorry. Ha. Now your lives are in my hands, yet you dare take that tone with me. He. Qingjian. Do you believe me when I say that I can make this old hag look even more unsightly? Though I have no interest in seeing. And let your old goat eyes feast on her alone. But I can't help but wonder, just how interested are you? In this sister's fine body. Joie. Steward Joie, we submit. Please, just let her go. Don't shame us anymore, I beg you. Was that so hard? You could have done this from the start and spared yourself the suffering. Please rise, elders. Oh, how can anyone be so cruel to you, elders? I have with me some healing pills. Kindly take them, elders. What? You dare refuse my pills? If I hadn't surrendered, I'm afraid I'd end up like these two. These two old monsters, they were forced into such a miserable state in just a few minutes. Steward Joie is really too cruel. He is as demonic as it gets. 3 hours later. Congratulations on your recovery, now let us all return to the clan. Don't look at me like I'm the enemy. We're all on the same side now, no. Sister, did you already forget how close we siblings are? Why, who is your sister? I must have been blind to not see you've got the demon in you. Steward Joie, please calm yourself. My old hag is raving. Don't mind her. Never mind then, your lives are in my hands anyway. It's your choice if you want to get along with me. Now that you're Luo clan's elders. It's time we move. Even the regent estate can't do anything to us, how can we fall into the hands of a kid today? It doesn't make any sense at all. Didn't you laugh at me saying I have no guts, old man? Well, where's yours? Sigh, I was at fault before. But I could never have imagined you are with such a master. Ha. As long as you know. But I am a man of immense willpower, and not under complete control of the bloodworm. And the ones I ever followed never were ordinary. Try to look beyond Steward Joie's young looks. He does everything with calm and precision. Fierce tactics are a powerful man's tools. You won't lose out by following him. And since we'll be working together in the future, then I'll let you know in advance, the basics to survive in the Luo clan. Please tell us, Brother Li. Except for Steward Joie, anyone in the Luo clan are good people to get close to. Especially our young miss. She is a must to win over. Steward Zhua may be all about power play, looking down on all. But he is always devoted to the Luo clan. He will more often than not listen to young miss. So, if you ever get on his bad side, rush to the young miss and have her plead your case. That gets you off the punishment almost completely. Thanks for the advice, Brother Li. It's nothing. We are all in the same boat, you can dispense the courtesy. Ha ha ha. I'll first do you a small favor, then ask you to pay it back in the future. Just when did I begin turning into such a vicious man? I guess the environment changes the man. Your Majesty, Marshal Dugu is seeking an audience. Enter. Dugu Zhantian greets Your Majesty. May you have a long and prosperous life. Marshal Dugu has come from far away. Please rise quickly. Marshal Dugu, how is the situation in Windgate City? Quickly tell me. The circumstances are poor, I'm afraid. I have rushed to the rescue per the imperial edict, but I was late. Windgate City had been under a terrible battle, in which the Luo clan lost 100,000 men. Marshal Dugu, how can a third-rate clan like the Luo clan have 100,000 men? Marshal, did you see it yourself? No, actually. But when the Luo clan steward reported it, I also found it odd. That steward is Zhua Fan. Your Majesty is wise, of course it's him again. That brat is nothing but trouble. It is indeed Steward Zhua who told me of the Luo clan's casualties. Speaking of so many casualties, as if it's the order of the day. I was also skeptical in trusting this man's careless talk. How can a small clan have so many people? Not even the 7 houses have so many. However, Luo clan's losses were indeed great in that battle, with even their clan head falling victim. Sai, Marshal, Luo clan head, has been dead for almost 3 years now. Damn those wretched brats, they played me. They made a fool of me in front of the Emperor. I will get them for this. This is totally unacceptable. Never mind then. Please tell me what you can about the Luo clan, Marshal. I've heard everything from Zhua Fan's mouth. I have not had the opportunity to investigate. Why did you even go to Windgate City for? Are you just as sloppy with your enemy's intelligence as well? Never mind then. Are the Luo clans Luo Yunhai and Luo Yunchang all right? Yes, they're completely fine. Then what of Captain Pang Yi, their elder Lei Yuntian and his goddaughter Lei Yuding? Since they are fine, the Luo clan suffered no losses. But this clan sure is capable to still be standing despite the ever-watchful eyes of Regent Estate and Hell Valley. Well, Your Majesty. Outside Black Wind Mountain, where the Luo clan is located, there are 4 5th-grade arrays placed by the clan head. A normal expert would find it hard to infiltrate. This kid Zhua Fan is more and more impressive. I heard he could set arrays, but never imagined he could set 4 5th-grade ones. What, they were done by Zhua Fan. Just what have you been doing in Windgate City? I asked for you to bring me a report, but instead I'm explaining things to you. The Luo clan lost everything, even their clan head 3 years ago, leaving only the siblings, Steward, and Captain Pang Yi behind. The current Luo clan has been brought about by Zhua Fan. And it's this kid, the one who caused trouble in Drifting Flowers edifice, was him. This kid is a rare talent, but a pity he's too volatile. He makes me like him and hate him all at the same time. The Luo clan's problems are due to him. But it is also he who made the Luo clan stand tall. I just can't tell if the Luo clan having such a steward is a blessing or calamity. I never thought Zhua Fan is actually an array master. As for all the stunts he pulled, what soldier doesn't pull stunts? Skill is all that matters. I must have him in my camp. By the way, Marshal, is there anything else you'd like to report? Yes, it involves the Hell Valley and 2 other houses evidence of attacking the Luo clan. Please make a decision. Your Majesty, these 3 houses had tried going into Windgaze City while I was there. Ha ha ha. With this evidence I'll finally take them down a notch. However, did you see Regent Estate there as well? The 7 houses house lords, I saw them all in Windgaze City, but none were from Regent Estate. I see. That cousin of mine sure likes to hide all traces. Humph, I will use these 3 houses as a testament to my power. Let all see who is the true ruler of these lands. Hell Valley. Zhua Fan. Hell Valley. The situation is not good, now it's even hard to protect ourselves. I can't take it anymore. I have to put that bastard down for good. The sound. God damn it. Who dares be cheerful at such a wretched time? I'll rip him apart. What are you doing here? Jade Flute Divine Sword. Feng Qiubai. By order of the Emperor, I came to invite Valley Lord Yu to immediately attend court. The 7 houses and imperial family are at an impasse, with both sides handling Tianyu's affairs. Even when an edict came before to Hell Valley, it had always been presented with respect and courtesy. It is clear that this time, the Emperor sent the Divine Dragon with his edict. He even played the flute outside the valley to draw us out. It is a show of strength. If I showed any fear, wouldn't the Emperor take an even harder stand when I saw him? Mr. Fang has toiled coming here with the edict. Unfortunately, I have caught a cold. My body is not well, so I can only attend the court in a few months. Please show compassion. That's our Valley Lord. He'd use this excuse to tell the old goat we are Hell Valley of the 7 houses. We're not his servants or some dogs that he can order around. You are to set out at once, Valley Lord Yu. Is this Divine Dragon Feng Qiubai's power? It's too damn insane. He has the power to obliterate Hell Valley all by himself. Venerable. You have finally arrived. Do you know? Of course I know. I only dared come after he left. Valley Lord, I will not beat around the bush. We really are in trouble this time. The Emperor may be a paper tiger, but his 5 divine dragons are savage beasts by themselves. I'm saying that you just go to court and apologize. The Emperor can no longer be offended. What's wrong with us, Hell Valley? Someone barged in and yet we have to apologize. Damn it. A week later, at the imperial capital. Why are you here? House Lord Lin. Who came to Merry Woods? Monochrome chess sage, Sima Hui. Oh, the old guy plays chess all the time and cultivates his mind. His temper is the mildest among the 5 divine dragons. Unlike Jade Flute Divine Sword Feng Qiubai, he flattens the mountains on one of Hell Valley's sides. Mild my ass. As he entered Merry Woods, that old geezer didn't say a word and hurled chess pieces. Do you have any idea what that's like? Every single strike was like a meteor impact. Doing it a few times had leveled half of Mary Woods. Now we only have half a millennia legacy. Then he pulled out the imperial decree, stating his hand slipped just then. So don't go telling me he's mild. I never thought there was anyone having it worse than Hell Valley. You two lucked out compared to Pill King Hall. The ones you saw can still be called humans. While my envoy was downright savage. The entire Pill King Hall lays in ruins, with all our pills and ingredients picked clean. What, eating all ingredients? Hall Lord Yen, you truly had it worse than any of us. For the Emperor to really let out that reckless little freak means he had reached the limit of his rage. Weren't all 7 House Lords filled with brashness and contempt each time they came to the imperial capital? Why is it that this time they are like lambs going to the gallows? All can be heard are wails and sighs. House Lords, His Majesty is summoning you. Hell Valley's Valley Lord, Yuan Shan, Pill King Hall's Hall Lord, Yen Bagong, Mary Woods' House Lord, Lin Ruffang. Greets your Majesty. House Lords, can you guess why I have summoned thee? Your Majesty, we do not. So you don't know. Then do you at least know these jade slips? In that case, do tell me why are you explicitly defying my edict, going into the area I deemed forbidden? Not even you, the 7 houses, founding fathers of the empire have such rights. Spare us, your Majesty. This is the first time the House Lords have ever kneeled in front of me. Since when has there ever been a case in the long history of Tianyu Empire of an emperor getting the 7 House Lords kneeling before them? It may very well be the very first time since this nation came together. This feeling is extremely comfortable. Thou are all ministers loyal to our nation. You are unlikely to resort to such disgraceful behavior without rhyme or reason. Please share with me your motives, so I can judge if your actions were indeed unintentional mistakes. Speak, who's behind you all? These words. It seems that Dugu Zhantian is voicing the Emperor's intentions. Since he couldn't outright say it, he had Dugu Zhantian play his proxy. The Emperor doesn't care why we went to Windgaze City, only wanting to know on whose orders we marched. The Emperor is aiming for Regent Estate, and we are only the means to an end, mere pawns. The Emperor, a tiger cooped up in the palace all his life, is ready to go out and maul someone. But Regent Estate isn't an easy target either, a fierce tiger on its own. The 3 houses are now smack in the middle of the power struggle. Our only fate is sacrifices. If only we didn't listen to Regent Estate and attacked Windgaze City, then there would have been no excuse for the imperial family to look for us. Now, if we protect Regent Estate, who knows what the Emperor will do to us? But if we choose to sell out, will Regent Estate forgive us afterwards? Both options end in our demise. Speak. Who is behind you? That. Regent Estate Lord, Huangpu Tianyuan and Prime Minister Zhuge Changfeng are requesting audience. Why is he coming along with Zhuge Changfeng? This spelled trouble. Let them in. This damn tiger can no longer sit on his mountain. Estate Lord Huangpu Tianyuan, Prime Minister Zhuge Changfeng, Regent Estate's Steward Lang, and Regent Estate's High Venerable Huangpu Fenglei greet your Majesty. This old god is Regent Estate's #1 expert, High Venerable Huangpu Fenglei. What is he doing here? Oh my, House Lords. The 7 houses have always been on the same footing as the imperial family. I know you all have a deep respect for His Majesty, but there's no need for you to kneel. If you do so, others might grossly misunderstand and think His Majesty intends to suppress the 7 houses, going against his ancestors' rule and bringing him shame. You can't have His Majesty suffer such an injustice. Rise now. You're good, Zhuge Changfeng, I'll give you that. Ha ha ha, cousin, you've been away from the imperial capital for decades. What could have brought you here today? Your Majesty, I have come here today to confess. Cousin, I do not understand. Regent Estate is kin to the imperial family and always proper, defending the caged dragon city in the imperial family's stead. What possible reason is there for you to confess? Your Majesty, your patronizing tone terrifies me so. The 7 houses have assisted the imperial family for 1,000 years and brought peace to Tianyu. But the 3 houses dared defy your decree, entering the area your Majesty deigned forbidden and causing the people to lament. I, Regent Estate, the head of the 7 houses, have failed in my duties and deserve to be punished. Confess. I see you are coming to gain more status. Cousin, this is too much of a burden for you. How can I let you take the 3 houses' crime onto yourself? Yeah, Estate Lord Wangpu. Regent Estate may stand at the top of the 7 houses and should indeed take responsibility for them. But since Lord wishes to take their crimes onto yourself, you'd be placing yourself in peril. Furthermore, the 3 houses' crime may not be as heavy for you to take it upon yourself. Is the Prime Minister implying that I am wrong? No, no, no. Your Majesty is not wrong in the least. Just that this matter is so minor. So according to you, Zhuge Changfeng, openly defying an imperial edict is a trifle. If everyone does it, what would become of the imperial family's dignity? Marshal, ease your anger. That is not what I meant at all. Defying the imperial edict has and always will be a serious crime. But in the case where the ruler is rash and tyrannical. What did you say? Ha ha ha, Marshal need not be angry. I wasn't speaking of His Majesty. But every ruler would understand that we need to investigate carefully before making a decision. His Majesty is an upstanding ruler. Even more than that, right? We were putting the squeeze on the 3 house lords to avoid this particular mess. Only so we could hold one over the Regent Estate. But now, Zhuge Changfeng has breached this topic, so I can't stay silent. This damn old fox. Your Majesty, all that transpired is due to one man, Windgaze City's Luo clan's steward. Zhua Fan. Your Majesty. This vile spawn defies the 7 houses' dignity. I beseech your Majesty to lift the ban on Windgaze City and allow us to exact capital punishment on this wretched beast, to show the nation how upright your Majesty is. It is troublesome this time. Instead of having the 3 houses turn on, they got to strike against the Luo clan. This completely ruined my plans. Huangpu Tianyuan. Zhuge Changfeng. You all deserve death. Due to the havoc the Hell Valley and Veiled Dragon Pavilion had inflicted on the people 3 years ago in Windgaze City, which led to lots of grievances. I felt guilty, so I elected to turn it into a forbidden ground. But I see that overlooking one man has caused endless suffering once again. My heart is in pain. I shall not look into your first offense, but you are not to step into Windgaze City again. If you want to catch that beast, you will have to wait for him to come out. Your Majesty's heart is with the people. The Empire rejoices in having you. This hidden battle between Emperor and Regent Estate ended. The Emperor was defeated. Not only did he not seize Regent Estate's weakness, with the 3 houses getting away scot-free, what was worse, he was unable to defend his chess piece, Windgaze City, almost throwing it to the wolves. Thank you, Your Majesty. Thank you, Estate Lord Wangpu. The dragon's face was lost, the Emperor became the laughing stock of all. Your Majesty is kind enough to forgive us. We are most grateful for your mercy. We shall take our leave. Without my permission, they turned around and left. It's obvious that they don't even care about me. Hold on. It's been so long, Sir Huangpu. Would you care for a game of chess? Mr. Sima's chess skill is exquisite. How could a martial artist such as I compare with a chess sage such as you? I didn't expect that Sima Hui could be so powerful. I never thought Huangpu Fenglei would be so strong. I would only disgrace you by playing. I'm not going to make a fool of myself. After not seeing each other for so many decades, Mr. Huangpu's power has greatly increased. I'm afraid I may no longer be your match. You're too kind. Mr. Sima is far more talented than I. It's just that Mr. Sima indulges in chess while I merely work hard in my training. He was able to force a divine dragon to leave a footprint on the floor. Huangpu Fenglei's move just now is indeed terrifying. These traitorous mongrels have gone too far. They come to my palace, asking for my obedience. Your Majesty, please calm down. With Zhuge Changfeng here, our reasons are moot in front of a man with his oratory skills. That is why I tried going after Huangpu Fenglei to make them cower. But who'd have thought Huangpu Fenglei's power trumps mine, further diminishing your prestige? It was my miscalculation. Please forgive me, Your Majesty. This plan was to use the three houses and strike a blow at Regent Estate's arrogance. Or at the very least, we could drive a wedge between them. But now, Regent Estate came to their rescue, further making them stand with Regent Estate. Sigh, all our hard work was exploited at the moment Regent Estate arrived. Now that Regent Estate is together with three houses, they will be even harder to deal with. Mr. Sima, isn't the esoteric debate around the corner? Indeed, Your Majesty. It shall take place in 5 years. Your Majesty, you don't mean. Hasn't Regent Estate flaunted being the head of the 7 houses? Since they always took first place in the esoteric debate. If they were to not obtain the first place again, their pride would take a heavy blow. And the seed of doubt would be planted in the other houses that its power had declined. But every generation from Regent Estate has been full of geniuses. Especially this one, with even some freaks mixed among them. The other houses have their own fair share of talents, but none can compare. There's even rumors that one among them can break the shackles of Radiant Stage, becoming the peak of power in Tianyu. Just what junior could have such potential? Speaking of freaks, is there any little freak more rampant than that guy? Your Majesty, you mean? Zhua Fan. I have been protecting this little guy and the Luo clan for so long, it's time for him to pay back. They need to just cut Regent Estate down a peg at the esoteric debate and I will declare the Luo clan as the 8th noble house to keep Regent Estate in line. Zhua Fan. The Luo clan. Prime Minister Zhuge, thank you for making all of this happen. Ha ha ha. There's no need to thank me. Wasn't it all planned by your steward, Long Wuchang? As expected of Zhuge Changfeng. He was able to see through everything. No wonder Zhuge Changfeng could become the head of the 4 pillars. He is frightening. Prime Minister seems to be in a good mood today. I just saw a bunch of fools getting happy having scored an empty victory. But, Yuan has ruled these lands for 1,000 years. For a reason. To not even see through a chess player's unfathomable skill, he still dares to play with cloak and dagger. So this is the extent of unwanted contriver. Ha ha ha. For 5th grade arrays. This Luo clan is actually outstanding to this extent. No wonder its steward is so cunning and capable. But how come we never heard of it? Come in. This is our Luo clan's young miss. Luo Yunchang. Greetings, young miss. Young miss, you are the picture of beauty, like an angel from above. I can't help but rue the day a rotten punk would have you for himself. Thank you. These two are radiant stage experts, yet so calm and mild, unlike the arrogant stereotype everyone knows. Why are these two, who always snapped back with how great they are in Tianyu, suddenly fawning? And why at Luo Yuncheng? All right. Now that introductions are out of the way, the others may return to their tasks. Elders, please stay for a while. From today onwards, you two will be watching over the Black Flame Array in the south and the Ice Shadows Array in the north. I will later tell you how to wield them. Working alongside Elder Yen and Elder Li's arrays, the 4 arrays will be linked together, and they will be connected to each other. The Luo clan will never know defeat. This time, with 4 experts watching over the 4 arrays, the mountain will turn into an impenetrable fortress. Even if the 7 houses attack, we will no longer have to worry. As you are now Luo clan's elders, I shall treat you like our own. Here is the secret life and death art. I believe it's quite suitable for you too. This is no cultivation method or martial art, but a way to combine your strengths. A limitless improving method. This life and death art means treading the fine line between life and death on the edge of a knife. At the collision between 2 opposing forces, world-destroying power lies. But once control over it is lost, it will be your end. This leads to this art going by a more common name, the suicidal secret art. Why are you then giving it to them? It's too dangerous. Li Jingtian, that old devil, really did not lie to us. Getting close to the young miss is a must if we want to live. Young miss needn't fret. If others trained in this art, they'd have a fate worse than death. But I saw how the 2 elders' fire and water arts combine. It really was a perfect match. This means the 2 of them have long been connected to each other, understanding each other's hearts. In fact, they may understand the other even better than they do themselves. In this case, the 2's attributes may be in conflict, but they are nevertheless able to control the clashing force between fire and water. There's a 50% chance they'll succeed. That's too little. The greater the danger, the bigger the return. I'm sure you two know this fully well. After all, you fought Tianyu's experts off decades ago. I can also guarantee, this method has infinite growth. The greater your control, the more powerful you become. You can one day reach the point when you can face all 5 divine dragons together. Imperial family's divine dragons are the strongest in Tianyu. Not even if our cultivation matched could they defeat one, least of all 5. Zhuofan never is one for empty talk. Since he dares to promise so, we have to take this opportunity. What if, suppose, I train it? Elderly, this was given to us by Steward Zhua. So don't go against his decision. Elderly, it's not for you. I'll be blunt. You will die if you cultivate it. What nonsense is that? With my talent, my aptitude, my power, I am better than them in everything. Well, spit it out. Is the art so intricate not even you two can unravel? Give it here, let this old man have a look. Beat it. It won't do you any good even if you do look. He he he. Steward Jua, just where did you pick a dual cultivation art? You're putting us on the spot. What, dual cultivation art? Damn, they are bullying us single dogs. Let's go. The life and death art needs two lovers that are very close to each other, but use the opposite cultivation methods. Only by doing this can you bring out its power. If your feelings are true, they will be conveyed and fruit will blossom. If all you have is lust, death follows. Elderly, you and me are lone wolves, it doesn't suit us. Steward Jua, we also can't cultivate it. Me and Qingjian never actually done that. You've never done it for decades yet are so in tune with each other. What would happen if you did it? It's been ages since we had a wedding in the Luo clan. Please let me arrange it all for the elders on a most auspicious day. What auspicious, what arrangement. That's so quaint and kitsch. Just get it on already and train that art. Blast it, for decades you've been around a belle, yet never tapped that fine booty. Shame on you. She even dolled up for decades for you in vain. So get your ass in gear already. Qingjian, it's Steward Jua's order. I don't have a choice. For the sake of the clan, we must bear through this hardship. You easily talk about others' flaws, but you don't ever look in the mirror. Steward Jua, you shouldn't waste. So you do understand everything. Steward Jua. Please give me an art too. Didn't I give you refining skills? Ha ha ha, now that you mention it. But I'm after all a cultivator first and an alchemist second. I have great dreams. Okay, I understand what you mean. I am not too fond of poisons, but since you're with me, I will be sure to give you what you deserve. This here is a high profound ranked martial art, 9/9's fantasy palm. It also contains the formula for making the world's 81 strangest poisons. Beside the myriad of palm attacks, it also wields 81 poisons, each with 81 variations. Each change conforms to any man, to any environment, ever evolving. In short, the poison's only cure is if you remove it yourself. It is thus named, Lord over life and death. Take it and go. This is leagues above the rainbow cloud palm. It's incomparable. Steward Jua, you are so amazing and grand. I knew I made the right choice following you. Cut the flattery, just make sure to give your all in your tasks. Should I also get my game on and act as cute as possible to squeeze Steward Jua of some goodies? Forget it. Too much to chew. It is better to do it after I train Wraith Art to peak first. Brother, I've come to see you. Why is he here? Elder Li, take the new elders to the arrays first. Young miss, there's a guest at our door. I would like you to kindly welcome them. Oh, okay. As a young lady, I must have a sense of style when I go out. So Steward Jua, please help me to our guest. You're not a 70-year-old hag that's disabled, what help would you need? Don't be angry, I'm just kidding. God damn it. How can I still be a demonic emperor? It feels good. Is this a mountain? Brother, you finally came down. If you had come a step later, I would not have been able to take it. You can still come to us in this situation, it's really hard for you. If it weren't for Imperial Father's edict, I would not have had the heart to come all the way here. Fatty, please. Hurry and take me up the mountain. It's too hot here. Fatty, why are you so fat? Oh, don't mention it. Imperial Father is in a bad mood. Every time that happens, he takes it out on me and leaves me suffering. I was too stressed to even eat or drink. Yet the next thing I know I'm up to 400 kilograms in weight. Oh, the horror. You don't eat from stress yet still gained so much weight. What a marvel. Thank you, but you're just the same. We brothers are the marvels of the world. Do you believe I praise you? Mr. Feng. I haven't seen you for a long time. Do you perhaps not care what becomes of this fatty? No matter. A noble man has noble qualities. If the base is crooked, the top is out of whack. By the way, Shua Fan. You've been stirring quite the storm lately, throwing the whole Tianyuan in chaos. But that's understandable. You can't survive without going out of line. If it weren't for you monkeying around, there may have not been a Luo clan today. Ha ha ha. Let's discuss it inside. I'm dying of heat. Hurry up and fan me. Harder. This fatty wasn't like this 3 years ago. Why is he so sleazy all of a sudden? Who are these old guys behind him? They seem to be. Fatty, aren't they yours as well? Why are they standing around idle? How could they be? Do you know what their cultivation is? Profound heaven. Yes, profound heaven experts. How could I have them do such a thing? It will be too humiliating for them. It's true, it seems I've been good to the elders, at least I never let them do some of the menial work like pouring tea. Brother, to be honest, these profound heaven experts aren't mine, but yours. No, that's not right either. You're just Luo clan's steward. How can they be yours? I mean to say that they are elders who my imperial father offered to the Luo clan. Your clan just got a gift falling into your lap, and its rise is just around the corner. Well, are you happy? He. They will all be Luo clans. Even if the Emperor bestows us these profound heaven elders, we will first have to see if they are fit for the Luo clan. Why is he so cold, even seems a little disgusted? As of now, you are Luo clan's elders. I am the steward, Shua Fan. You are to listen to every one of my instructions, besides young miss. A small steward dares to control us. Luo clan sure is an oddity. It's over. Who said that just now? Step forward. Humph, you snot-nosed brat. That's Steward Zhua for you. You damn punk, you think you're great. How dare you raise your hand against an imperial guard? I will teach you a lesson. Brother, I knew you were awesome. But these were bestowed to you. You can't just kill them. These guys are all posing as profound heaven experts, while their power is far below the threshold. Are they pseudo-profound heaven? Fatty, you tricked me. These are not profound heaven experts. Why do you bring me a bunch of pseudo-profound heaven? You found out. Nonsense. It's not like I've never fought a profound heaven expert before, can't I even tell the difference between real and fake? Are you looking to see me lose out when I'll be facing other houses? With these fake profound heaven experts that are no more than some bone-tempering pups, aren't you? Actually, it's not that bad. When you go out, everyone will see that you have 20 profound heaven experts behind you. It's still pretty cool. Spare me the nonsense, and give it to me straight. Where did you get these weirdos? Let me explain it. Their talents were meager, imperial guards with slim chances to even enter the profound heaven stage. Even if they did, they only reached the first or second level. So the imperial family had a project to raise many of such people into profound heaven experts through pills. But it failed in the end. They have the aura of a profound heaven expert, but not the power to back it up. However, as Tsonger said, even these props have use. 2 decades ago, Chuanrong was about to invade Tianyu. His Majesty was scared of war. So he pushed tens of thousands of pseudo-profound heaven experts to the front lines, scaring away the Chuanrong. Ha ha ha, you have to admire His Majesty's wisdom. The real is fake, the fake is real, it is indeed an upper level of military tactics. The real battlefield awaits, only death. Fatty, since you are going to give something, then give me 10 real profound heaven experts. What, 10? We got none. If you enjoyed this series and want a faster release, please read on, bro. Real profound heaven experts are the creme de la creme in any clan. How can they be raised so easily? Veiled Dragon Pavilion has 9, and of Hell Valley's 12, you killed 6. Our Imperial family is also short on them. Imperial father can't dispense any. Then if he wants to bestow something, let him give something real. These fakers are not only cocky, they even start posing in my face. Take them back. That's unlikely. How can we go against an imperial edict? If you really do this, I cannot bear the responsibility. Imperial father won't budge either. Also, you. If you go back, your heads will roll. They have no skills. With you here, of course they'll beg, help. Your Majesty. Please spare me. Spare my life. Your Majesty. But once you leave, spare me. They will return to their haughty attitude. I see, brother. Don't worry, leave it to me. You bunch of worthless bastards, you have been bestowed to the Luo clan as elders and must follow its rules to a fault, especially the steward's orders. Who are you to say no? You're just a bunch of fakers. Let me tell you, this brother of mine, Steward Zhuofan, has fought Hell Valley, kicked around Drifting Flowers edifice. Punching and smashing any and all from the 7 houses. The number of profound heaven elders from the 7 houses under his belt exceeds 10. You must be wondering, how is he still alive? Just one word. Power. If you had his power, of course you'd defy him. If you don't, then you better goddamn listen or just drop dead. No wonder he even dared to kill one bestowed by the emperor. So that's how it is. The Luo clan's steward being powerful seems valid. What do you think, brother? They will definitely be obedient from now on. As you've been bestowed by His Majesty, and seeing how important it is to Third Prince, I will accept, albeit reluctantly, such pseudo-profound heaven experts. However, since you have entered the door of the Luo clan, you have to abide by the Luo clan's rules. First, the most important of all, only me, Steward Zhuofan, is allowed to show off. Whoever dares to show off before me will find their life cut short. Young Miss Luo, does the Luo clan really have such a shameless rule? Second, when you are outside the clan, I am the first and foremost to show off, and when it's your turn to do it, it must by all means be a cut below mine. Failure to comply means death. Are these what you call rules? You are to obey my every order without question. Kill whomever I tell you to kill, and do not make any mistake. Otherwise, death. As I expected. There is indeed a problem. The first 2 rules were just to ease them, while the third rule was to test them. If they were indeed bestowed by the emperor, the latter would have ordered them to obey the Luo clan to the letter. But they hesitated to obey the third rule. This proved they had a different aim being here. And this sudden rule caught them off guard, unable to react. This makes you Luo clan's elders. Grand Elder will take you now. Elder Lei. Steward Zhua, orders. These are elders bestowed by His Majesty, and they will be under your command from now on, Grand Elder. You have to take good care of them. Steward Zhua means to keep an eye on them. Brother. Besides the third rule, the first 2 will have me killed. Without these 2, how can there be a third rule, ha ha ha. Haha, so now, let us get to the matter at hand. Luo clan's steward, Zhua Fan, receive this edict. Long live the emperor. Speak. Brother, this is the imperial edict. Looking on with such contempt would have you labeled a traitor and your head decapitated. Whatever. Only we are here anyway. With Mr. Fong not looking to be a man indulging in gossip, if you won't tell it, no one will. Moreover, it won't matter even if you did. For the emperor to issue me an imperial edict, that only means he needs me. How could he kill me over such trifles? Damn. He is really right. But in this way, where would the imperial family's dignity be? Master, how is this guy any good? Ha ha ha. Extraordinary people need to be handled extraordinarily. So you don't need to mind this empty courtesy. Young miss, with your temper, you can't be so frivolous around such an important event as receiving the imperial edict. Humph, what frivolous? What would be the point in kneeling if you don't? And you'll be dealing with anything that arises anyway. Ha ha ha. That's our young miss all right. This is the Luo clan I want, the best clan in the world. We have to aim for the heavens ourselves as well. How could we have the ambition to dominate the world if we kneel down to an emperor's yellow paper? 3 years ago, the Luo clan was filled with respect and saw the imperial family with reverence. Just how the clan head was, so too did the clan act. And just how their steward behaves now, that's what the clans will turn into. Never mind then, it's a verbal order anyway. I'll be straight with you. In fact, this time the emperor's intention is to have you participate in the esoteric debate, and take the regent estate down a peg. The esoteric debate. The esoteric debate. He he he. You were so cocky before, so feisty, since you've never heard of it before. It's now my turn to show off. Esoteric debate is held once a century, a gathering of the most elite clans. With the Luo clan not being even a third-rate clan, a mere cannon fodder for all these years, it is perfectly normal for you to be ignorant. Is that so? If that's the case, why did His Majesty invite a small clan like us to participate? Please report to His Majesty, Third Prince, that after hearing your words, Zhua Fan feels sorely lacking and ashamed to participate in this grand summit. Tell him to find someone more worthy of his attention. Don't, brother. Imperial Father will kill me if I go back like this. It is my fault for trying to show off in front of you. Right, I will definitely frame the Luo clan's first rule on my wall, to remind myself every day, in the future you will be the only one to show off. Please find it in your heart to forgive this foolish brother of yours. Well, you continue. Brother, to be honest, the esoteric debate is really not some place where elite clans gathered, but where houses bet on their honor to avail themselves. In order for the house to go further, they will slaughter each other. A clan can rise to the top in one step, or fall to their ruins in another. many first-rate clans would find themselves worse than even third-rate clans. So if you participate, please remember that. You must be vigilant. Oh, why do you say that? Sigh, when it comes to this matter, this goes back to the founding of the empire, of the time when the 7 houses were in constant conflict with each other. There was no open war between the 7 houses, but none were willing to back down to anyone. To settle the disputes among them, Tianyu's founding emperor signed an agreement with them. Anyone below 30 years of age was going to compete. These youths would also one day represent their houses in the future. Their power predicted their house's power under their rule. In this way, the 7 houses no longer took arms and their ranks divided. Things were going well. This was the inception of the esoteric debate. Gradually, more and more outstanding clans who wished for greatness joined. They were chosen by the 7 houses and imperial family to participate. This is how the current esoteric debate came to be. Yet, no matter how many clans joined, it was still the 7 houses that came on top. The others would simply be fighting for the chance to be their vassals. It slowly turned into a bizarre situation. For the sake of reputation, the 7 houses weren't into this debate to the death, while the vassal clans fought to the bitter end for their masters. The survivors would thus be looked kindly upon by the houses, and also receive their support. While the rest would become mountains of bones for the other to rise on, which is sad and pathetic. The 7 houses' existence robbed the rest of the clans of their chance at greatness, reducing them to mere expendable pawns. The esoteric debate held each century left Tianyu stagnant, its power never reaching new heights, while the 7 houses' power kept on growing. The 7 houses are really Tianyu's cancer. Then what does the emperor expect of me? Defeat the regent estate? I don't think so. That's hardly feasible for a fresh clan like yours. You're just too weak. Regent estate dares call itself the head of the 7 houses and harbors the ambition to swallow the other houses because it never once lost in the esoteric debates. Therefore, the imperial father wishes for you to harass the regent estate and throw them off their game. Regardless of which other house takes the head title, it would give the regent estate a severe blow to their prestige. Harass. You want me to lower myself in doing such a trifling matter? Ha ha ha. Brother, I know you're great. But you do not understand them. Even interfering would be a tough problem for many other people. This was the roster for the last esoteric debate. See for yourself. The 7th name, from Drifting Flowers Edifice, must be quite familiar to you. 7th place. Drifting Flowers Edifice participants. Cha Bijin. Not to mention the others, but Grandmother Chu Bijuan is renowned among the 7 houses. However, although she is brave enough, her teammates are simply too weak. Drifting Flowers Edifice was dead last among the houses in the last esoteric debate. As if to point out it would in fact become the weakest in this last century among the houses. This shows the precise power of every house lord, extrapolating into the probable power each clan has in the near future. The 6th name, Mary Woods. 6th place. Mary Woods participants. Lynn Ruffing, nothing notable about a claptrap spouting opportunist pre-Copernican obscurantist with no backbone to speak of. 5th name, Sword Marquise Abode, led by Jian Suifeng. Since Sword Marquise Abode came in 5th place. Sword participants. Jian Sudeng, then its power was also 5th among the houses. 4th, Veiled Dragon Pavilion with Long Jiao and the other elders. 3rd, Hell Valley, with Yugiki participating as well. 2nd, Pill King Hall's group led by vicious Pill King Yen Song. The 1st place, of course, was the Regent Estate. All our allies were actually dead last while the top ranks were held by Regent Estate's loyal dogs. They were not only weaker than the head, but weaker than everyone else. Troublesome. Ha ha ha. There's no need to fret, brother. Thanks to your evil ways, these houses' power is no longer what it used to be. What do you mean? The ranking of the last esoteric debate is like this because of some amazing figures that appeared at the time. Diamondback